Hello, and welcome to the NVT Phybridge port mirroring informational video. My name is Nico, and today we'll be looking at how to enable port mirroring on your 10G managed switch, also known as a monitor session or sessions. Port mirroring is a technique to replicate data traffic over a specific port. This is achieved by duplicating the data flowing through one port, the source port, and directing it to a secondary port, the destination port, from which the mirrored data is read. Port mirroring proves particularly useful when we need to troubleshoot a device that is lacking logging capabilities. With port mirroring, we have a direct view into the traffic exchange between a device and our switch, providing an in-depth analysis in situations where error messages are insufficient. In cases where we employ Telnet, it is important to remember that our data remains unencrypted, allowing us to view plain text traffic such as passwords. For our video, we will be using Telnet to showcase the use of port mirroring. This is a principal reason we advocate against Telnet use, preferring SSH instead for its encryption capabilities. This is especially relevant when monitoring password vulnerabilities using a tool like Wireshark. In order to enable these configurations, we will use the command line interface and use the command configure terminal to access global configuration mode. We can then use the monitor session 1 source interface 10 gigabit Ethernet 1/2, which will allow us to assign data going through uplink port 2 as the source. The monitor session 1 interface gigabit Ethernet 1/1 command will set uplink port 1 as the destination for the source data to be received. Laptop 1 will now be dedicated to receiving mirrored traffic from the source port, 10 gigabit Ethernet 1/2, and will lose access to the switch for regular traffic. Afterwards, we will use the monitor session 1 command to begin our session monitoring. We can then use the end command to return to privileged exec mode, and the copy running-config startup-config command to save our settings upon startup. We will now test our port mirroring session by accessing Wireshark to monitor the data being sent to uplink port 2. I have already logged into the switch, and as you can see, we are able to view the data being sent in plain text. Each piece of data spells out the default username and password admin and admin. This is why we advise to use SSH as the data is encrypted. Thank you again for watching the NVT Phybridge port mirroring informational video. All configurations can be found within our administrative guides found on our website at nvtphybridge.com. We hope this has been an informative look at port mirroring and its uses, and we hope you have a wonderful day.